Well, hello there, humans, hippies, earthlings, whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, and if you're lucky enough indeed to be doing it too. I'm Bushka, welcome back to the channel, and today is part one of the PUBG Mobile Gunslinger's Guide, the Brawlers Bible. Let's call it the Brawlers Bible. What I want to talk to you about today is basically, as you approach Final Circle, I want to talk about the rotations, and I want to talk about how you survive in very open circles against quite determined opposition. And a lot of it has to do with scrambling. The terminology I'm using here when I say scrambling involves literally just knocking down one problem at a time and getting through the next tough bit to the next tough bit after that, and then eventually getting through all the tough bits and getting the chicken dinner. Now, none of it is guaranteed. None of it is written in stone. And you can see I'm shooting just fine here, but I'm not really getting the knocks. And we're going to end up fighting these guys in Final Circle. It's pretty cool.
Enemies ahead.
So much of this game is about overcoming really unexpected isures. We are prime and center in the circle right now. We came across a bunch of guys who were camping the bridge. There are people on the other side of the bridge. And when that happened, the status was straightforward. A couple of nice headshots there, Bushka. Well done. It was squad in front of us, squad on the other side. Somewhere else there are other people, but we don't know. And as the game has progressed, what's going to happen is people are going to rotate through different parts of the map, and that is where you get all the carnage. When people start rotating through the circle, late game especially, things just go absolutely haywire, and that's what you're going to see here. So stick around for that. You're going to see a Final Circle that is actually really, really tense. And I make a big error, and it's not intentional. It's not something that I looked at and watched the video back, and it's not something that I think is really obvious at the time that I was doing it. It's just, you'll see what happens in a sec anyway. Now, when we talk about making good decisions, sometimes it's the fights you don't take. Now, my whole problem at the moment is we're starting to get squeezed, and we don't know where the circle's going to go. If the circle's friendly and comes to our mountaintop, all well and good. But what is going to happen is we're going to lose track of the fight to our north. There are some guys getting off the boat down there now on the beach who are obviously camped out of the bridge. And so they come in across here, and it's like, well, they could have just come across the bridge because we cleared the bridge, but no. And we start engaging these dudes, and then what we end up doing is saying, you know what? This guy's going to pop up and get Brett. I hit him. I don't know how that isn't a headshot. Anyway, Mini 14's Brett, and I'm like, let's just let these dudes go. Let's just let them fight each other. I'm not sure where everyone else is. I've only got like 6 guys down there. The 3 of us, it's 9. We're missing like 5 people. One thing you should always be doing is keeping an eye on how many people are left, how many people you have visual contact of and confirmation of where they are. And that allows you to make a more informed decision, right? So these guys are really starting to come together down there. I know that there are at least 5 people down there, maybe 6. There was a squad of 3, possibly 4 on the bridge. There was at least 2 that rolled up that I saw. So minimum 5, maybe 6 if there's one missing there that I didn't see. And we start getting shots. I mean, never had so many hits for so few knocks in all my live-long days. Touchy, touchy, touchy. Very, very upset about it. And we're happy to third party them while they're fighting. Like, while they're fighting, excellent. That's really excellent. Like, I'm going to hit this guy twice again, and there's surely someone's tagged him down there. There's one. They're body shots too. They're not limb shots. 2, happy days. There's, he's still up. Someone's got the squad wiper going, the M249. God bless their cotton socks. And I headshot that guy, but someone else kills him. God damn you, squad wiper. That is the same bloke who actually wrecked our amigo over there. And then suddenly things start getting a little bit interesting behind us. Now, this is an error in game management. We're down to 11, okay? We screw around a bit with the guy behind us when we probably should have rotated earlier. Rotating is just a simple term that means where you move within the circle. And because it's a circle, you're going around the circumference, you're rotating around it. What the big issue here for me is this is an open circle. It doesn't look it because there are so many hills and such. Yet, if you end up in these situations where you have big wide open hills and the circle pushes down to the face of the hill, it's just as bad as being in a flat wheat field. It's really, really tough. It might not be that bad, but it's not much better. And the real issue that brings up is you can get overlooked from all over the place when there are multiple hills going on. Like everywhere suddenly becomes a problem. And while we're engaging with this guy here and I'm shooting the tires out on the UAZ, those guys that we left down in those houses have rotated. And that means that as we roll up into the next section of the map, as we roll up into what is really the rubber meeting the road and the hard part of the map, we are coming in without contact on all sides. We don't know exactly where people are, and I'm very, very worried about this side of the map. So I move up to get a good overlook. Now, I haven't got disconnected from my team yet. What I'm doing here is actually having a look at the guys down the hill, looking for a shot with the M24. What I'm doing, though, is exposing myself. I'm not close to my teammates, and as I watch them engaging, someone else from another part of the map is going to start smashing me. And I have to push away from my team, which means that they are now down on the other side of the map dealing with a squad that is pushing up. There's a squad wiper again. Oh, no. And now Brett 5S is down there on his own. I'm combat ineffective. I'm literally a one-shot for a Colt 1911, trying to get a heal off, and as I get that heal off, it's all going to go to hell in a handbasket. And this is the chaotic nature of PUBG Mobile. It wasn't a big mistake. I was looking for a better shot with the M24, and what I ended up doing is just getting stuck 100 metres, 90 metres from my team, and ending up in a position where, you know, they push. Oh, bugger. I'm desperately trying to save my amigo. Get up. And he's right on top of him right now. Yeah, it's all over. It's all over. It's all over. He's going to bleed out. I can't get there in time. And I've got to now half health. Got to clear the last bloke. Wow. Finally got the bloke with the M249. So I've lost both my teammates there. There's 3 guys left. I am absolutely in the middle of the circle, but I'm in no way, shape or form in a good space. It's a very open circle, and look at that overlooking ridge. That overlooking ridge is diabolical. I tried to throw a gren into the car, and I don't know if it just vanishes or if that's the smoke down below. I'm assuming that's the smoke down below. You'll see when I turn around. Like, how did it get there? Oh, I'm like, whatever. There's a Mark 14 there. I would like to take that. I would also like to sit still and have a long drink of a good coffee and think about life. But right now, that's not going to happen. There are people pushing up on the northern side, the northwest side. The guy that we knocked, I never got a kill for at the UAZ that was 165 from the overlook on the bridge. And this rotation has been an absolute train wreck. It wasn't a big mistake, but that separation, that push, the timing of it all was diabolical. And now I have 2 duos and I'm stuck in between the 2 of them. What I'm trying to do is just wall off one side of the map, trying to just own one space. And here we go again. Same clowns all over me. I don't know how to get out of here. Turning the car a little so I can run away behind it. Just making plays and trying to stay alive, getting a heal in. This is really, really tense. Still 2 squads of 2. And I've got to do something here. I've got to try and third party them while they're getting involved. I can hear one guy with the Mini 14. Hello. Yes, thank you. There's a bloke on the hill up there. M24. How about it? Up the top of the hill. Come on, Bushka, you can do it. Happy days. Down to 1 guy. Like, this is what I talk about with PUBG Mobile. The most important skill in the entire game is getting through to the next problem. Like, it doesn't matter if you are the best gunfighter in the world. If you can't think your way through these situations, oh man, you've got to take whatever edge you can get and just work it. And then when everything is going haywire, sometimes the best thing you can possibly do is just find the middle of the map and wait. And that's exactly what I'm going to do now. And I've overcome a lot of adversity there. I've made some good decisions that, you know, trying to erase the error that was really, I mean, it wasn't a big mistake. I was maybe 40 meters away from Brett and Jove, and I just got smashed from the side, and I had to go over that ridge or I was dead. And then I had to get a smoke up because there was another squad out there to the south. What are you going to do? Like, I'm looking for smokes. It's literally what I'm looking for here. And no one's got any smokes left. And then I'm just going to wait. I'm in the circle. Now, I'm doing a CQC masterclass video as well. Like, I'm going to do a series on that. I really want to go into depth on close quarters combat. And I'm going to talk a lot about things like this. When you're in grass on Sanhok or Erangel, if you've got a red dot and you crouch, you can generally see, unless they're hacking and don't have grass turned on, you can see movement. Movement draws the eye, okay? If you just follow the sound and wait, you will see the movement. And once you see like a dark shift in the grass, you know exactly where they are. And it looks really, really obvious when you know what you're doing. But if you are keeping completely still and listening, you'll get it done. Let's listen. Patience. There it is. Footsteps. Tracking it. Red dot. I see the flash. There. I hope you guys enjoyed that tactical breakdown of what was a really interesting final circle and how quickly things can go haywire. Remember to follow the Instagram socials and everything else like that. We're giving away UC on Instagram at the moment, instagram.com/thebushka. And just as always, look after yourselves, walk the dog, be nice to your mum, and stay safe on the battlefield. Bye for now.